Hello students, myself Anuradha Wagh from BYK College. Welcome all of you in online lecture series. Students, in the last lecture we have seen about the business services. In that banking services and various types of bank we have seen. Today we are going to learn new models of banking, functions of commercial bank and e-banking. So let us start from the new models of banking. First one is small finance banks. Small finance bank are a type of niche bank in India. Niche, that word is new for you. Niche means an opportunity to sell a particular product to a particular group of people. Small finance bank are financial institutions that intend to fund the financial needs of the underprivileged section through basic banking activities of lending and deposits. Underprivileged section means a person or a people who does not have advantages like other people have. It means that the people or the group of people who does not get the banking facility, does not get the any other facility, so small finance bank give the banking facility to those people or those group of the people. This small finance bank includes small business unit set in rural area, small and marginalized farmers, unorganized entities, and micro and small industries. The small finance bank were set up to reach out the unbanked population in the remote and unprivileged area. Basically, small finance bank are established to provide the basic banking services and basic banking services of deposit and lending to the rural area and to the small and marginal farmers. They are established as public limited companies in the private sector under the Companies Act 1956. They were set up with the twins objective. First one is a provision of savings for unserved and underserved section of population and supply of credit to small business unit, small and marginal farmers, micro and small industries. Jana Small Finance Bank, AU Small Finance Bank, and Equitas Small Finance Bank are the example of small finance bank. Now, second one is the payment bank. Payment bank is also second modes or new modes of a banking. Most of the people are used the payment bank. This is the new concept given by the Reserve Bank of India. The main aim of this bank is to offer the financial service to small businesses and low income people. It is like any other bank as it carry out most of the banking functions such as the remittance services, mobile banking, ATM cards, net banking, etc. This bank also allowed to issue the loans and credit cards. Similarly, it can accept the demand deposits only up to the 1 lakh rupees. And in this bank, we can open the current account and saving accounts also. The examples of payment bank is Indian Post Payment Bank, Airtel Payment Bank, Paytm Bank, etc. Now from the Paytm, you get to know about the payment bank. Now next one is the functions of commercial bank. Now in last video we have seen about the commercial bank. As you know, commercial banks perform the various kinds of functions to satisfy the needs of the people, to satisfy the needs of people from the agriculture, industry, trade, etc. Commercial bank provide the various banking facility to satisfy the economic and social need. It plays an important role and significant role in the economy. There are the two types of functions in the of commercial bank. First one is the primary functions and secondary functions. In a primary functions, accepting deposit and granting loans and advances, these are the main. So let us see first accepting deposit. The most important activity of commercial bank is to mobilize the deposit. It means that to accept the deposit from our general people, and general people, it means that the people who have the surplus income or fixed income, and they find too convenient to deposit the amount in a bank in different types of deposit. Now let us see the accepting deposit, the types of accepting deposit, in which manner the people can deposit their money with the bank. First one is a time deposit. Again, there are the two types of time deposit: fixed deposit and recurring deposit. Fixed deposit, fixed amount is deposited for a fixed period and it is called as a fixed deposit amount. It is also known as a term deposit. The fixed period of time may be from 30 days or to the 5 years. The rate of interest on this account is highest. The depositor is given a fixed deposit receipt. If the depositor is need not to cash before the date of maturity, he can take the loan against the deposit. Now next one is a recurring deposit. In this type of account, depositor deposit the fixed amount of money every month for the fixed period. The money is deposited on monthly basis. This money cannot be withdrawn before the expiry of fixed term except in its certain condition. The amount of interest which is received on the money deposited, and uh, and if the account is redeposited, the amount is redeposited along with the principal amount, so these accounts attract the higher interest in the comparison of fixed deposit. Now next one is a demand deposit. In the demand deposit there are the again two types: saving account and current account. In a saving account, we know the saving accounts and current account. In a saving accounts, this account, as the name suggests, it means for the promotion of saving. Person having the fixed income, regular income can deposit their savings in account. The saving account holder is not permitted to have the frequently withdrawals from this account, and its means for a saving. The interest on this account is credited to the account holders once in every 6 months. Now next one is a current account. Students, as you know about the current account, it is mainly preferred by the businessmen. In this account, depositor can deposit the money at any numbers of times and can withdraw it as and when he requires. In these accounts, generally, business class deposit the money. Generally, the bank does not pay any interest on this deposit. This thing is very important. Bank does not pay any interest on the deposit, but only bank holder get one facility, that is they get the overdraft facility, and on that they charge some interest. If the total amount deposit is less than the minimum amount required, then the bank can charge the some service charges. Money is withdrawn from this account by check. Current account holds the holder enjoy the overdraft facility. Now next one is a granting loan and advances. This is the this is the B part of the primary functions. Banker receive the money through its depositors at low rates. Out of this deposit, commercial bank grants the loan and advances to its member and to the public community at a higher rate of interest. Okay, now again there are the two types in a granting loans and advances: loan and advances. So let us see first loan. What do you mean by the loan? Loan is a granted for a specific period of time. Loan is a particularly granted to the businessman and members of a public against the personal security. Now again there are the types of loan. First one is a short term loan. It is given for the period up to the 1 year to meet its working requirements. Next one is a medium term loan. This loan is given for the period of up to 1 year to 5 years to meet their working capital as well as the fixed capital requirements of the borrower. Third one is a long term loan are for the period of 5 years or more to meet a long term capital requirement of a borrower. Now next one is the advances. Advance is a credit facility provided by the bank to its customer. It is different from the loan in the sense that loan may be granted for longer period, but advances are normally given for the short period of time. The purpose of granting the advances is to meet the day-to-day requirement of a business, but some interest is charged by the bank on the withdrawal amount, not on the sanction amount. Again, there is the three types of advances. Number one is a cash credit. Under cash credit system, bank allows the borrower to withdraw amount up to the specific limit. A certain limit is there. A limit of certain amount is sanctioned to the customers. The customer can withdraw the amount as and when required. Interest is charged only on the withdrawn amount. Next one is a overdraft. Obviously current account holders enjoy this facility. Overdraft is a credit facility granted by the bank to only and only to the current account holder. A current account holder is allowed to withdraw more than the amount of credit balances from his account. It is a temporary arrangement. Overdraft facility with a specific limit may be allowed either on a security of assets or on a personal security, whichever is available. Bank charge some interest on this facility. Current account shows the debit balance when there is an overdraft. Next one is a discounting of bill. Now, as you know, the bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument. Bank provide the short-term finance by discounting the bill, that is, making the payment of amount before the due date of its bill. And after deducting certain amount of discount, bank paid that amount to the customer. A party gets the fund. Party it means that the customer gets the fund without waiting for the due date. In case the bill is dishonor on a due date, bank can recover the amount from the customer. Now next one is the secondary functions. Now, in addition to the primary functions of accepting deposit and granting the loan and advances, bank performs a various number of other functions, that is secondary functions. So, in that they perform agency function and utility functions. Agency functions. In agency functions, commercial bank collection collecting the checks, dividend and interest. As an agent, bank collects the check, draft, promissory note, interest, dividend, etc. on behalf of their customers and credit the amount to their account. Now next one is a portfolio management. Portfolio management means a commercial bank undertakes the purchase and sale of different securities such as shares, debenture, bonds, etc. on behalf of their customers. They run separate portfolio management scheme for their big customers. Next one is a funds transfer. Commercial bank on behalf of their customers can be transfer the funds from one branch to another. Dematerialization means demat account. Commercial bank gives the facility of demat account to its customers. It means that to keep the records of their shareholding in electronic form, to facilitate buying and selling of shares in the share market, and also provide the statement of holding is issued to the account holder. It may be periodical and it may be monthly. Okay, but remember that demat account facility is provided by commercial bank only to that customer who are the shareholders. Next one is a forex transaction. Forex transaction, it means that commercial bank as an agent purchase and sells the foreign exchange for customers as per the RBI exchange control regulation. Now next one is the utility functions. Commercial banks also perform the utility functions in that they issue the check, drafts on behalf of their customers from one bank to another or from one branch to another branch. Locker facility. Commercial bank also provide the locker facility to their customers for keeping uh, the valuable things and their documents in the lockers. For that, a commercial bank charge some amount. It may be half yearly or it may be a annual on a rent basis. Next one is a project report. Commercial bank also prepare the project report on behalf of their customers. They can also give the project report facility to their customers to obtain the funds from the market and to obtain the clearance from the government authority. Next one is a gift check. Commercial bank also issue the gift check and gold coin to their account holder as well as their non-account holder also. Next one is that underwriting services. Commercial bank may underwrite the issue of securities issued by the companies if the shares are not fully subscribed. The commercial bank perform as a underwriting, and the bank can agree to take up the unsubscribed portion of the security of the shares. Next one is a gold related services. Also provide the gold related services. It means that commercial bank also buying and selling the gold or gold ornaments from the customers on a large scale basis, and some bank also provide the adversary service to its customers. Now next one is a e-banking. Nowadays, e-banking is very famous towards the young generation. E-banking refers to the electronic banking. E-banking is also called as a virtual banking or online banking. E-banking is a result of growing expectation of bankers' customers. Under the e-banking system, all working of the bank is done on a computerized system. An account holder can deposit or transfer the money through the online trading. That is, there is no need to go to bank to deposit or withdraw the money. A person can transfer his fund from one account to another through the e-banking, and the person can get the information of his account on a computer itself. So e-banking is a very famous nowadays. In that e-banking, first one is the ATM machine. Most of you students use the that machine ATM. The full form of ATM is automatic teller machine. ATM are electronic machines which is used by the customers himself to deposit or withdraw the cash. You know about all the facility and how to operate the ATM machine. Okay, it is open for 24 hours for its customers, and customers can any times can withdraw and deposit the money in the bank. Now next one is a credit card. Credit card also issued by the commercial bank to the person who may or may not have an account in their bank. It means that if you have to obtain the credit card from the bank, so it is not necessary to you have the account in the bank. Credit cards are used to make a payment for the purchase so that the individual does not have to carry the cash. It is very easy methods of e-banking. Banks allow the certain periods to the credit card holders to make the payment of the credit amount. The bank may charge the high rate of interest if the payment is not made till the due date, till the maturity date. Next one is a debit card. Banks also now providing the debit card. Through the debit cards, customers customers can withdraw the amounts, and he can also purchase the goods and services at different places instead of cash. The amount paid through the debit card is automatically debited from the customer's account, but for this card you must have your account in the that particular bank. In a credit card we don't have, it is not necessary to we have the account in a bank, but in a debit card we have the account in a particular bank. Now next one is a next facility is RTGS. Now this is also famous facility. RTGS, it means that real time gross settlement, refers to the funds transfer system where the we can transfer the funds from one place to another firm or a bank, and it is on a real time and gross basis. Settlement in a real time means payment transaction is not subjected to any waiting period. The transactions are settled as soon as they are proceed. That's why gross settlement means this transaction is settled on one to one basis without wasting much time for this transaction. Now next one is a NEFT, that is National Electronic Funds Transfer, refer to the national wide system that facilitate the individuals, firms and companies to electronically transfer the fund from one branch to another, to any individual or to a firm having accounts with any other bank branch in the country. It means that if you have the account in a one country, so you can transfer the funds in another country through the NFT. Now next one is a net banking or mobile banking. This is very popular nowadays. Computer and internet are common used by the people. So as the facilitate them, bank has started this transaction over net. It means that if you have the cell phone, or if you have the net on your device, on your laptop, on your computer, so you can transfer the money or you can operate your banking transactions. You can also make a payment against any bill, make a payment of a rent, make a payment of a salary, or you can also get the interest on a fixed deposit. Also you can collection the any bills, check, drafts, etc. Now next one is a next facility is that the phone banking. As I said, customer or a bank account holder have their cell phone. It means that they have their cell phone, and on that cell phone if they have their internet, so they can use the by using the internet they can transfer the funds, or they can also use the facility of banking. Now last one is the IMPS, that is stands for immediate payment service. This facility allows the customer instantly transfer the funds from any bank to another bank. It means that they can transfer the funds from the other bank. Okay students, in next lecture we will see about the insurance. Till then, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.